Am I the jerk for suing my friend after she axed me from her wedding for my haircut? My best friend was getting married, and I was a bridesmaid. The wedding was set for June, with a bridesmaid trip to Chicago planned for the end of May. The Airbnb alone was $176, which I happily paid. However, the wedding demands were getting out of hand. 3 different bridesmaid dresses cost me $700, plus another $200 for alterations. Makeup for the weekend was $225, and I still needed shoes and jewelry. She even wanted specific hairstyles that required extensions, costing at least $200. As a 28-year-old female, financially it was too much. I knew I had agreed to be a bridesmaid, and I was willing to fulfill my duties during the wedding. But Chicago was beyond my means. I wasn't asking for my Airbnb money back, as that was my willing contribution. I hadn't told her I wouldn't be going to Chicago yet, but I wondered if I was a jerk for backing out. Until then, I had participated in every way, but the trip was just too much. I had even helped her with dress alterations with $50 after telling her about job and health issues. But that Chicago trip was still a stretch. Then, disaster struck. Starting in March, my hair began falling out due to health reasons. By May, I had to make the difficult decision to cut it short. I told the bride 2 weeks before the wedding, and she seemed okay. The following week, she came over, and as she left, mentioned her concern about my haircut. I assured her it would look good, even if I wouldn't be uniform with the other bridesmaids. The next day, I received a message. She reminded me of her boundaries, saying she had been accommodating but couldn't allow disrespect. She said her wedding was a dream, a vision, that she and her husband had invested a lot of money in the video and photos. She said my haircut, without advance warning, was upsetting. She claimed I hadn't given her enough time to work together on a solution, and since I couldn't fully commit, she needed me to step down 3 days before the wedding. I immediately invoiced her for the dresses and shoes, one dress still in her possession. They didn't reply, so I took them to court. After spending weeks planning the bridal shower, surprising her after the canceled bachelorette trip, hours helping with wedding details, even creating a personalized workout program and going to the gym with her, I was being called inconsistent and selfish. Was I a jerk for taking her to court after being kicked out for cutting my hair? The court date was set for February 7, 2022, virtually. We didn't settle. She showed her evidence, a complete copy of my format. The hearing lasted about 15 minutes, and I waited. On May 5th, almost 90 days later, I got the verdict. I won. She had to pay me $808.94 for the dresses and shoes. I had to return 2 dresses and shoes. The verdict went into effect May 30th. She never gave a proper explanation, just gaslighting. Her evidence included screenshots of our messages after she kicked me out, a reporter who reached out to her regarding my first Reddit post, me wearing a wig for my birthday almost 3 months after the wedding, and screenshots of my Instagram story and Twitter. She tried to use this all as evidence. My health and hair were finally doing better,